Welcome back. We are chatting about books today, and today we are chatting about two of my favorite authors and two books, one book each that they have written that go together. If you have been around the world of CI readers for really the past probably 3 or 4 years, then you know that the duo Adriana Ramírez and Margarita Pérez García are joining forces to write series of books that go together, but they're different books that are written by both of them. And they both have their own unique style, which is amazing and great. But I adore that these two ladies come together and write series of books that are just so fun and so creative for students. Soon we will be looking at that duo in the Mosca series, but today we are going to be looking at that duo in the Arepa series. Margarita Pérez García and Adriana Ramírez both have a book about arepas and about which one is better. So the books are about similar concepts in the sense that they're both about like the history of arepas and where they came from and what they are and which one is better, which one wins out. Adriana's is a little bit of a higher level. I put this at level 1 in my classroom just because a lot of students are reading this one first. And then when they come to this one, they are very familiar with the vocab. So for me, I mark it as level 1 in my classroom. Adriana does list it as a level 2 book on the back. Both of these books have somewhere around 150 words and then about 75-80 cognates. On average between the two of them. So they are cognate heavy. They don't have a ton of unique words in them. Some things I love about this book. Number one, as you can tell, it is giant. The Mosca books are also this size. And then Adriana and Margarita's Revolucionarias series. They're just writing so many series together. Like I can't, we'll go through them all. But they are all this size. So for comparison, this is a regular sized reader, so you can see that it is substantially larger. I would guess this is close to a 5x7, 4x6, something like that. You can see how much larger this book is, which is great. I love that they're a little bit bigger. As ridiculous as it sounds, I think that just being able to hold a book without covering as much of it when you are physically holding it makes a big difference. So they are a little bit larger, which is great. These two ladies do have very different styles of writing. Adriana is very good with like visual things of text. So like this is supposed to be a conversation, a text conversation. So she really puts them in there. She has more of this like type text, type font text, which is great. They both do an amazing job of having pictures in the books, which is, you know, I'm a big fan of pictures. Margarita has these amazing, cute little kind of cartoony images, whereas Adriana's tend to be a little more on the more realistic side. With Margarita's version of her book, like we've said in books we've looked at before, Margarita really plays with the text and the size and the spacing and all of those things in her books, which I think is just an added benefit. Both books do come with a glossary. You can see the glossary in the end. In Margarita's book, at the end, she has information about making Venezuelan arepas down to pictures and instructions, which is just really a cool addition. She also has some information about the people involved with the book at the end. You can see cute little Margarita and Adriana in cartoon character form at the end as well. In Adriana's book, at the end, we have a nice glossary of all the words that are in the book, and we have a Colombian arepa recipe, which is perfectly in character for her as well. These are super fun books to add. Food is a topic that a lot of people want to teach about and a lot of people want to include, and something that a lot of students are interested in, but there's not a ton of books about food. Margarita does have a similar book with Arroz con Cosas, which is about paella and about how paella is made in different ways and forms and things. But these are two excellent books to add if you are looking to add some higher level 1 books to your library about food and give your students a nice little tit for tat kind of friendly competition on arepas and which one is better. So I hope that you will check these books out. These were both purchased from Command Performance. However, they are also available on Amazon. I will link them below. If you do choose to use the Amazon link, just know I do receive a small commission, like 5 cents if you click on that link. If that bothers you, you can purchase them from Command Performance, or you can go to Amazon and you can look up the names of either of these books and their authors to be able to purchase them yourself. So thanks for hanging out with me today. We look forward to seeing you next time.